Applied Digital just presented an amazing earnings report, and the stock is roaring higher as a result. If you're invested in APLD going into the report, then congrats. If you held your ground through the volatility over these past few weeks, then well played. And of course, if you're a member of the Waves trading team, if you're a member of my complete portfolio and daily newsletter group, then cheers, because we are definitely going to be eating some steak and sushi this weekend. Celebration is necessary. We were holding quite a few August 15th $12 APLD calls, as you can see here. Those rallied as much as 450% this morning, which is absolutely crazy. Very thankful for that. And I can assure you guys that profits were taken. So again, if you guys got in on this trade, then cheers. I will say that I'm still holding a fairly sizable October call position on APLD, and I'll talk about why that is as we dive into the charts. But again, if you guys caught this big move up, if you guys caught this post-earnings rally, then cheers. I'm excited for what lies on the horizon, not only for APLD, but for many of our other plays as well. And before we get to reading, before we go over the earnings, and before we go over my WAVE-2 price targets, if you guys do want a full breakdown of my personal portfolio, if you want all of my daily trade alerts and email newsletters, then it's only $15 a month. It's the first link in the description of this video or in my pinned comment as well. It's my complete portfolio, daily trade alerts, email newsletters. You get everything that this box here entails. Again, $15 a month, $40 for every 3 months, completely up to you. You can always just peace out if you don't like the product. But this is my life's work. This is what I take pride in, and I'm proud to say that July is one for the Waves Cap history books with plays like AMD. APLD just did us very good. Veritone, been volatile, but that did us well too. And again, I'm excited for what other plays are going to do well for us as we move through the rest of earnings season through the month of August. So appreciate it if you join. Welcome to the team if you do. If not, no worries. I'm excited to talk about APLD, and I hope you guys gain some value from this. My name is Royce Jacob, and welcome back to the channel. All right, so we're going to kick it off. Applied Digital soars as analysts remain bullish after CRWV exercises a lease option. This is a Seeking Alpha article by RB. Okay, we'll read over this, and then again, we'll dive into the charts. I'll give you guys a few different levels that I'm looking at in terms of where I'll be taking profits on that October call position I just mentioned. And, even if you guys are trading common shares, these apply there as well too. Okay, so shares of APLD surged about 34% on Thursday after fourth quarter results beat estimates and it provided an operational update. Applied Digital said the partner CRWV, keep in mind you guys, NVDA owns CRWV. Okay, CRWV is under the NVDA umbrella, so the partnership with them is incredibly bullish. Exercised a lease option for an additional 150 megawatts. When the new lease is signed, it will bring the total contracted revenue from the lease to $11 billion. The third lease agreement, which is currently being finalized, is expected to have substantially the same terms as the two existing leases. Citizens kept its market outperform rating and $18 price target on APLD stock. Analysts led by Greg Miller said that Applied Digital reported results, and while essentially in line with expectations, it included the announcement that CRWV has exercised its option to the remaining 150 megawatts of capacity. The analysts added that the announcement confirmed their prediction that CRWV would consume the entire facility, effectively allowing Applied to now focus on the remaining 600 megawatts of capacity to be developed. Quote, should the company be successful at selling all of its capacity, which is 1 gigawatt in North Ellendale and 1 gigawatt pipeline, we believe the stock could hypothetically be worth $45 per share, said Miller and his team. Needham kept its buy rating on Applied Digital and raised the price target on the stock to $16 from $12 in the wake of this report. Okay, go do some more research than this. I just wanted to go over some of the key points here and a few analyst opinions. But we've been talking about Applied Digital a lot. We covered this CRWV deal as soon as it happened in a video. I don't know. Time is flying, going slow at the same time. I think it was a couple months ago now, so go check that out if you haven't. But I'm just really excited that we got a good earnings report. We have reason to get excited again because, as I said earlier, like the past few weeks, since June, almost the past 2 months already, have been trying. We got that big move up following the initial CRWV deal. We saw crazy volume. And, we didn't get that second wave that I was expecting. But with this new report, with the extension of this deal, with this CRWV partnership developing that much further, I think Applied Digital is going to continue seeing fireworks. And let's talk about some WAVE-2 targets, okay? So as you can see here, a big reason I took profits this morning, not only because as an option swing trader, whenever you see hyper volatility or a massive move, especially when it comes after a fundamental catalyst like earnings, you wanna strike while the iron's hot. Okay, at least that's an analogy I'll use here. Strike when the iron's hot. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of buying. There's a lot of liquidity, a lot of volume. And when that happens, when there is emotion in the air, that's when I prefer to take profits or alter positions. Just reduce risk at times when volatility is high and emotions are rampant. Okay, so that's what I did this morning. It also, Applied Digital also tested my first line of hyper conservative resistance. I'll call it this yellow line right here. Super conservative, has many touch points here. And as you can see, we perfectly tested that. And I had a $14 price target in the newsletter yesterday. And we pretty much perfectly tested that. So well played, you guys. That one feels good. It always feels good to, see your technical theses validated. And, it's even better when you make a crap load of profits. Okay. So from here, where do we go? You can see here that I have two more lines of conservative and absolute resistance on this longer term ascending / megaphone channel. Okay. So the first is going to be this conservative line of resistance. Watch my recent, trend line video if you haven't yet, talking about these two trend lines, conservative and absolute resistance. But from here, if we're to see this, say by August 15th, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest to see this. If this does happen, it's likely going to happen soon. If the second wave is real, if the second wave has just been catalyzed, I'll say, then this is probably going to happen fast. And I would expect to see this within the next 10 to 15 trading days. Market close up 31%. Love to see it. Good stuff. Okay, so from here, again, if we see it in the next 2 weeks, this would take us to about $16. Absolute resistance on this megaphone channel would take us up just about 30%, 30% to about $17. Okay, and you can see here multiple touch points. Really wouldn't be surprised at all if this is tested over the next couple of weeks. Once again, taking us to 17 plus. Now, where I will be skimming profits from my my October call position within this region from about 16 to $17. But I will still hold a significant, I'll probably still hold on to quite a few calls, regardless of whether even my WAVE-2 target is struck. And my WAVE-2 target, as you guys can see here, it's been kind of on the chart the whole time, is like the $19 to $20 range. The reason for that being that's just acted as a historical level of resistance and support for APLD in the past. There's not a crazy amount of, this isn't a fine science, you guys. This is just looking at areas. You like using historical data to your advantage. And again, nothing is guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that we hit these. It's not even guaranteed that these come into play as resistance. Maybe APLD catches fire and just keeps ripping. Maybe we make new all-time highs. Maybe we break the previous all-time highs in 21 that were around $34. Maybe whatever. But as a trader, these are the levels I'm looking at in order to take profits. I will be taking very significant profits. I will not be holding the majority of the position I have now once and if we do see this $20, like $19 to $20 region. But overall, if things really get exciting, I wouldn't be surprised to see APLD nearly double from here to $25, $26 over the next couple of months if this rally can hold its legs. Okay, so those are my price targets. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are thinking. If you guys are trading options, if you guys are just holding shares, what your time horizon is and what your price targets are. Always like talking to you guys in the comments. So I'll see you downstairs. And again, if you want to join the trading team, my complete portfolio, daily trade alerts, email newsletters. What are you waiting for? Join the team. An amazing month. I'm excited for what August has in store for us. And I appreciate you watching this video. Until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.